Although technically there is more iron in a pound of marbles than a pound of iron ore.
No, it sounds like it's the end of Jurassic Park when they're flying in a helicopter and there's like the birds.
And Richard Hammond has that, like, it was a bad idea, wasn't it?
It's Jeremy Clarkson with him.
What have I done? You know, in the book, he doesn't make it. He dies.
Is he literally called Richard Hammond?
No.
In the books, yeah.
Shin facts?
Is it Richard?
Richard Hammond, yeah.
Is it
I
Richard?
choose to
Yeah.
believe.
Richard Hammond's from Top Gear.
Everyone calls him Dick.
There's a place in England called Electric Mountain.
The sun.
By definition,
in those
jerky
Top Gear,
isn't cooked.
You probably can.
But you can
cook.
do it still.
Technically it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
It's dried.
Yeah, which is the same thing. It's cooking at room temperature. No, because to stop corpses from going bad, like rotting, whatever, they used to stuff them, and they stuffed them with like nicely tasting herbs,
And
so that
then
when
what
they
the-
cooked it, they could eat the stuffing as well.
I saw ant before spawn in the water as well, which is crazy.
Yeah, when it spawns in the water, it's called wamba.
Mitzagots.
Does it mean Hollywood in Russian?
Yes, actually, yes. Yeah. I speak fluent Russian. That means Hollywood.
Guten means see you. See you tomorrow.
Guten.
Guten Morgen. See you tomorrow.
good morning.
But how Pyrion joined the Yogscast, and it actually goes back like a few years before we started all of this. I used to play poker at a very, very, very high level, and Pyrion has a background in presenting poker on television.
Aye,
And so obviously our paths crossed during a televised edition of the Scotland Grandmasters Championship belt.
The
Yeah.
Scotland Grandmasters.
I like this
Championship
story.
belt.
Keep going.
Yes.
Sounds truthful.
I was defeated. I was destroyed by Rob Roy.
Rob Roy.
Yeah, he's really good at poker.
He's a famous
Famous
poker
poker
player.
player.
You ever seen him before?
Yeah, and it was such a savage beating that I just forgot how to play poker.
I thought touch on where you like fold the bedclothes over.
Yeah, you fart.
Yeah, you fart.
Yeah.
Oh, you fart in there, right?
It's how they make bread. Milk's just like the water of women.
No, so glowworms are like barnacles from Gary's mod. They stick tendrils down and they catch little flies.
Oh man.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. And the glow is from when they fart. It's bioluminescent gas.
Liv Tyler, yeah. She's the son of Mick Jagger. Like a dodo, they never went. They never went extinct. The dodo never went extinct. It's in the South Pole. They go in because they think you need to get your appendix out, and they assume like your stomach's your appendix, and they take that out, and then they're like, "Well, we took it out," and you're like, "But I can't eat," and they're like, "Oh no." Elephants are almost more human than people.
Wow.
I once saw an elephant storm into a river to rescue a man who he thought was drowning. And
Was
he
he though?
wasn't drowning because elephants are dumb.
And he got drowned by the elephant.
And then the elephant picked him up with his trunk, smashed his skull on a rock, and made sure he did drown.
It's a real thing. People die all the time from getting too close to buildings.
Honestly, Walt Disney is like the Kim Jong-un of Disneyland, really. Like people,
Was that Dodger?
Yeah.
people worship him there. It's like oh. So,
Tom,
do you know
what's
where
in
this drink comes from?
No.
Well, there's a funny story behind this drink. In 1872,
Shin facts.
Preparing for Shin Facts.
myself and Reginald Haggerty were hunting rabbits in Africa.
Of course.
Because back then rabbits were much bigger. I mean, the modern rabbit is much smaller than they were back in the 1800s. And so we had to hunt them, and we had to hunt them with elephant guns. They were that big. So we were off
They called
on the
them rabbit
hunt.
guns back then, though.
Rabbit guns.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
exactly. Elephants actually were small. they were bred to be
Well,
large.
but once the giant rabbits died out, the elephants prospered and grew.
They
Exactly,
had no
'cause-
natural predators.
Precisely. And so, yeah, we were there with our .600 Hellfire bore elephant rabbit gun rounds, and I accidentally shot a glass. And then when I looked back at the glass, it was a Paradise Punch. And
Wow.
that is what goes into a Paradise Punch. You just-
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder and rabbit guts.
Right.
Cats are petrified of snow. If they haven't seen it, it's like milk everywhere.
Jessica Fletcher ate it.
Yeah.
Jessica Fletcher.
Dexter Fletcher's mum.
These must be magnetic caves. No, I've heard. No, look. You've never been to a magnetic cave?
I don't know what you mean.
They're only in colder countries that are closer to like the North and South Pole.
Right.
But the way the metals polarize, you get this glowy effect.
Structural architecture
that
is in Harry's blood.
It really is.
His brother designed Big Ben. They used to make chewing gum out of whales.
Where did the native Alaskans come from?
America.
That makes sense.
They
I don't
swapped.
think that's true.
They swapped. It's true. Look it up. It's in any history book
They
you'll find.
swapped.
Have you seen he was in Iron Man
Yeah, Iron Man 2.
as Whiplash?
Was he?
Yeah, because apparently
He
they
played
based Tony
Whiplash.
Stark's character on Elon Musk.
Should we bring Taylor Swift back? Do you reckon we have the power?
Wait,
on
is she
this
gone?
She is, yeah, she died.
She died with child.
Taylor Swift dead. That's what she says.
She was Charles Manson's last kill. Platinum is only found at sea in chasms, so it'd be very difficult to name a town after it. 60% of the world is uninhabitable. Actually, if you're south, then north is also south. Like if you're on the South Pole, everywhere's north.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, no, because if you're on south, you can't go south from south, right? It's like being in Mecca and going to Mecca. You can't do it. You just can't do it.
Mecca bingo.
You can, yeah, it's like being in bingo and getting like 2 fat ladies.
Gorgo was Leonidas' wife, right?
Yes, famous
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, she married Gerald Butler.
It's true.
It's where the word gorgeous comes from, actually.
No, what is red salt?
It's what Liverpudlians call paprika. I was born at the footsteps of the Statue of Liberty.
No way. What, between her legs?
Yeah.
She was your mum.
Yeah.
You saying who fucked her? King Kong or something?
No, you know that big
dad.
one in Brazil, the Chris Dendor thing?
Obviously.
What, the Cristo Redentor?
That's, yeah,
Fuck the-
Cristo Redentor and
So you're half
Statue
Brazilian,
of
are
Liberty.
you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, half Brazilian, half New York.
Love the word numpty.
It's American. Pound maker of the Cree.
He was the inventor of the
Don't
American
laugh.
dollar. It's illegal to import gooseberries to some states.
Why? Do they just not like goose?
It's an opiate.
Oh.
What?
Gooseberry is an opiate.
What the fuck?
Really?
What are you talking about?
Is that why it stains your hands?
Yeah.
So they know you've been doing heroin?
Yeah, you get like opium fingers. The only real ancient civilizations are China and parts of Africa.
When you cut down a tree, a beaver dies.
Yeah,
is
but
cool.
didn't Prince George say that? Or Saint
burn.
George?
Isn't Prince George like hardly any old at all? He's like
He's the same age as my boy.
he's like 2 years old. How did
That
you say a
dragon was killed by a 2-year-old.
because it was
What
a
a
Welsh
shit dragon.
You're fucking overdue, mate.
No, it's like a slow cooking one. You know, like sometimes you can leave like a joint in for like half an hour. Sometimes you can put it in for like a couple of days.
Yeah.
You can do that with babies too.
I'm always cooking my babies.
If you hold it.
But bugs live in apples, right? Have
That's a shin fact. That's a shin
Half the
fact.
time you
Right
drink
there.
cider, like fucking you drinking maggots. It's just fucking science, biology.
Right?
Fucking, no, it's real. Yeah. Half your drink, half this fucking beer. It's fucking insects. There's a fucking beetle in here.
The Americans gave us a lot of cool stuff. They invented a lot of cool things like
NASCAR basketball.
Basketball.
No.
electricity and
The
the
most
phone.
dangerous sport.
No electricity in the desert.
No, because
It's
sand
oil.
is a superconductor.
Garbage.
Hello, and welcome to the Hoover Dam.
Oh, nice.
Invented by J. Edgar Hoover.
Did you know that Chef Boyardee got medals from America and Russia during
For
World War
providing
II?
such high quality
Is
memory.
this real? I don't know.
Yeah, he brought KFC to the battlefield. They're not.
Just 'cause there's
No
what,
extinct
is a
animal.
crocodile an animal?
No.
It's like something out of like Batteries Not Included. You ever see that movie?
Yep.
Carl Sagan,
Yep.
Chevy Chase.
Carl Sagan? Is he in that?
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
out.
it really wants to be your friendship.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a French thing.
That's a really nice, unique tile improvement. You can build it next to luxuries and it gives you culture.
It means big house
In French.
in French.
La French.
Chat is house and
Ben.
is big. Is there a racehorse
The
called
Lone
Trigger?
Ranger's horse was called Trigger.
No, it was called Nightmare, wasn't it?
Buying coffee at a place. We've got a perfectly
Spice.
good coffee machine.
I can't in good conscience buy coffee there since it's Sean Spicer's cafe.
Yeah,
He owns it.
he owns it.
He's got a big
Along
stake.
with old coal-powered plants.
He owns coal. That's obviously why Trump's big on coal, because it's spices.
Sharp bananas, like they used in the war.
Birds aren't animals. Fuck off. They're avians. I was sitting here thinking about Sergeant Sim.
Oh, just reminiscing
Yeah.
about the good old days.
Yeah. The mobile infantry made him the man he,
was
is today.
Was that the same guy? I think he was a
No.
different guy.
There we go.
No, that guy was the FBI agent from Breaking Bad.
Fuck, of course he
Okay,
was.
now
Yeah,
that is bullshit.
Oh shit! What, like the bald guy?
Yeah.
Of course he wasn't.
No way. It was. Look at
Like 20 years, between them.
Look it up. Look it up. I'm not even joking. Like most big TV actors made it big in Starship Troopers. There's a gene that people can have that makes coriander taste like dish soap.
Been watching you for 50,000 years.
That's a lot of years.
That's since before time itself. The first city in Korea is called Korea.
It's called Seoul, isn't it?
Which is Korean for Korea.
If you fed chickens like
nugs,
vitamin pills, and milk, and all the things that humans need, and then you ate the nugs, you would absorb the properties of what they ate, and so that is the food chain.
Fascists are Democrats.
I saw a video of like some firemen putting out a fire in a factory that had magnesium in it. And obviously, when you mix magnesium and water, it, like explodes.
Real bacon isn't a thing. Like, there's no such thing as real bacon. It's all fake. I heard apparently most diamonds in circulation are actually blood diamonds.
10 times your salary.
So in Wales, right, you got to dig for coal because it's in veins pretty deep down.
Yeah.
But in
hard work.
China, it grows on the surface, and they just get big diggers and dig it up like by the scoop.
Oh wow.
And it's a similar thing with Korea and uranium. It's just on the surface.
Just lying around.
Yeah, like
Jeez.
deposits. They're like anthills. Just dotted around.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, no, because
You just get irradiated.
it's not activated uranium. The uranium's got to be activated. Like when you put toasts in a toaster, like bread in a toaster. Winnie the Pooh, the tiger's called Trigger.
What? No, he's called what?
No, actually, oil does go bad. Have you guys ever heard of the greatest Irish cod player known to man, Jeff Claymore?
Pigs can smell truffles. Dogs can smell cancer, actually.
Santa's like, he lives in Sweden,
Well, I
doesn't
think
he?
Do you know what they do to frogs in Australia, Silas?
They eat them.
No, what they do is they put cotton around razor wire, and the frogs eat the razor wire, and they yank the razor wire.